Tonight, from Levi's Stadium in...
Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And his first pass is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And right away, he lost the football. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They do get tipped. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. This is taken at the 18. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading the charge, we get a look at their 6-year quarterback.
First-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up so he could use the rest, and I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one, because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
A 2nd down throw for the Niners. First down as he's up to the 47. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the...
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Samuel going to go in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
If they open things up, let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
On second down, here's Henry. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. On third down, they're going to run for it here. Loose inside the 30. And finally, they get him to the ground, but it's all the way down at the Niners' 16-yard line. A big gain there on third and long. 49 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. They'll set up a throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line. Even
and 3 tight ends. He'll look to throw. Complete right side to Otten. Touchdown! Cade Otten. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs have taken the lead. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Time a 6-play drive. And Cade Otten capped things off with a touchdown grab. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience,
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Hugh Brents. And the Bucs are going to get a long time.
just begging to be picked off, wasn't it? It's one thing if you're throwing a ball like that, trying to throw someone open or lead them into an area. But that ball needed to be thrown with a lot more conviction. As a result, it's an easy interception.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and 3. He'll look to throw. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. A first down carry for Henry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. They'll drop to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him. But even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Nick Bosa, 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. And San Francisco gets set to go here.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A big play there for the Niners. 42 yards.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
Throwing here, Purdy.
This is caught. Touchdown 49ers. George Kittle from 4 yards out. And the Niners have regained the lead.
Jake Moody now for the point after.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. A drive that time of 6 plays.
And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. 49ers have an extra defensive back on the field, a nickel set for 3rd down. He'll drop to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now a dump off here complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's second down. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Gets it the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. And they may just be content to take this 3-point lead and head into the locker room. Purdy's throw caught by Gray.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
It's caught inside the 25. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Purdy looking to throw. That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. Brandon Ayuk.
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the 49ers will extend their lead here just before halftime. Moody good with the extra point.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. This taken in right around the goal line.
So we've come upon halftime here in this.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the run in a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he's going to have a Niners first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Purdy's throw taken in by Samuel.
Calling a gain of 6 on the play, and it's second down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's a second down and 4. And now a fake on the jet sweep, and instead they'll give it to McCaffrey.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. On third down, they're going to run for it here. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
That ball caught. Brandon Ayuk. A very solid gain of 27.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's 2nd and 1 now from the 7.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
McCaffrey will get into the end zone for a 49er touchdown. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible, but all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
So following the touchdown, here's Moody back out to send it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
2nd and 9 now. He finds his man, complete. It's Peters. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First catch for him in these playoffs. He was held without one last week, but he's got a first down on that effort. Running from the gun with Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Early down stuff will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And he'll go ahead and field this at the 5. So possession goes over here on the punt.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Christian McCaffrey and his 49er teammates back onto the field.
He's toppled the century mark already receiving the football, closing in on that on the ground, too. They've really had trouble handling him.
I think from what we've seen in this game, his success through the air has started to open things up for him on the ground, because now he's loosened up the defense, right? They've got to play just about every snap as if another receiver can get downfield on them, and he's been that receiver. Now they bring him back.
Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. One quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football here. They've got the lead as well as we get set to start the 4th and final quarter.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense. Here we go. Mike forward, Mike forward.
Purdy looking to throw on first down here.
And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
2nd and 10.
McCaffrey running up the middle. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
Touchdown!
Christian McCaffrey.
He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Niners are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And the lead is now 24. A drive there of just 4 plays.
And it's finished off by a receiving touchdown from Christian McCaffrey.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Now he dumps this off over the middle. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really turning in an incredible performance. The Bucs on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 17. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
The solid stiff arm.
A nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back.
And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Purdy bootlegging it. And that one into the hands of Ayuk downfield.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2nd down and right back to McCaffrey.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Purdy.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted.
And the Buccaneers will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw.
Oh, and that is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively.
willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And that is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw.
That is caught, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
A quick throw there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Holland.
5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They'll look to throw again.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Evans.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 16.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And this is caught by Evans.
So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
They're going to look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Holland.
And this carry brought to an end at the 8. Good stick skills, just not much room there to operate.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Calvin Ridley from 8 yards out.
And the Bucs get a bit closer.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
He's got it. So they convert the 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Touchdown, 49ers! Brandon Ayuk, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the 49ers continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Moody good with the extra point.
And that pushes the lead up to 23.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field.
They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
He finds his man, complete. It's Holland. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now back to throw. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Niners take over in terrific field position. Now it looks like he'll throw here.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Bucs are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.
And the Niners will continue on as we say so long, everybody.